Hello, my fellow dirt road travelers. Come along with us as we talk about the 2K50 and things that we would have done differently. Hello, my fellow dirt road travelers. Welcome to the Dirt Road Ranches bar. We're going to be hosting this video from here. Obviously, the 2K50 race is over, and man, we had an absolute blast doing it.
Yeah.
And Nate and I are not racers. We have not touched the racing world. But there are a lot of things we would have done differently.
Yeah, we made some mistakes. So let us tell you about what we would do different, what we do the same, and...
Yeah. First off, what I would have done differently is learn manual a little bit longer than I got to learn it. So basically the night before the race, it was about 10:30 at night. Nate's like, I'm going to teach you how to drive manual in the dark. We're just going to go do this for about, I don't know, I maybe got 30 minutes behind the wheel before race day. I did okay.
And in my defense, it's not because I'm a mean person and didn't want to teach Fawn how to drive manual. That's literally when I had the truck running.
All right. Backtrack. Tell them why you didn't get the truck running until then.
So, if you guys go through our past videos, you know we spent a lot of time out there at Moab for Easter Jeep Safari. That was kind of the time where we should have been prepping for the 2K50 race. The 86 Toyota was a truck that we already had. We didn't have to go buy it. Mm-hmm. And it was one that had been sitting on our property for over 5 years, not running. Apparently, at some point during that 5 years, I had left the hood off of that truck, and it had rained.
And I told him, I specifically told him, I go, you really might want to go out there and check that engine because I remember the hood was off. And he's like, no, it's a Toyota. Toyotas always run.
Apparently that's not true if it's full of water for 5 years. So about 3 weeks before the race, after we got back from Moab, I went out to work on the truck to make sure it was going to be, I could get it into shape to get to the race. And went to turn the engine over, and it was completely locked up. Put a bar on it. Put transmission fluid in the cylinders. Did every trick I could imagine to try to break that engine free, and it was completely seized.
Guys, he was not a happy camper. It was difficult living with Nate for about a week.
But keep in mind, we were really preparing for this race. Mm-hmm. I bought harnesses for the truck. We had merch made for the race,
Yeah.
Had stickers. We had everything. We were definitely going to race. So that left me 3 weeks to figure out how to make this truck run and competitive, against the other racers, which didn't ultimately work, but hey, we gave it our best try.
We did give it our best try. We did have some mechanical issues. Nate ended up finding another engine for the truck, the exact same.
So that took me about a week to find. So like I said, when I noticed it was broken was 3 weeks before the race. So now we're 1 week down and I find an engine. I went immediately and picked it up. Not knowing if the engine was any good or not, just crossing my fingers and hoping.
And let me tell you, that engine is not easy to find. It is a dying breed.
The 22R engine used to be a dime a dozen. You used to be able to get them anywhere, find them anywhere. Everybody had one in the garage, and it's not the case anymore. They're getting a lot more difficult to come by. So that's why it took me about a week to find one, and when I found it, I immediately went and got it, and then the swap began. Ultimately, we still had wheeling trips planned for the weekends in between there. So I think I got about 2 or 3 good days to had it done. Luckily, Dirk Bonsai Bear came up and helped me out, and we got that engine. We had the engine in the truck for the first time the Sunday before the race.
Yeah.
So, and that was not running. That was just in the truck. Mm-hmm. So I spent that whole week, every night after work, putting that thing together. I took the Friday off before the race, and I welded in a bar for the 5-point harnesses we installed, and got the truck to where it would run and drive just barely.
It was when he took me out for my test drive, it was stalling during my test drive. It was not a complete, like, I got 30 minutes behind the wheel to go. It was dying, and at one point, we thought we were going to have to push the mother back.
Yeah. So we were having carburetor issues. The carburetor on it also sat in the rain and also sat there for 5 years not running with old fuel in it. And so, yeah, we had carburetor issues from the get. Luckily, Bonsai Bear Dirk again was able to tune it up a lot at the racetrack and get it dialed in enough to where we thought it was going to last through the race, but unfortunately that didn't happen.
It officially died on my lap.
Well, that was for the 5th or 6th time, but that was the time that we couldn't get it going again.
Yeah. It was officially done then. So, obviously, the first thing I did when I got home, I ordered another one. It is here. We're going to put another one in it. And we hope to race it again. We have other plans for that truck. Do you want to divulge and give them some, let them know?
Yeah, so we had so much fun in that truck that first thing, like Fawn said, we're putting the carburetor in. We bought some different motor mounts because those also got broken during the race.
We also lost a windshield.
And the windshield fell out. We're not putting the windshield back in yet, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But the carburetor and the motor mounts, once those are in, we will be taking that truck back to Johnson Valley for Fawn to finish her lap.
I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do it because I'm still salty. I'm still bitter. It still hurts. To be honest, I felt like I had a lot of pressure being the only female driver during it. And, I just didn't want to be that, like, typical, oh, she's a girl. She's not going to be able to do it. And I'm not that kind of person. I wanted to do it. I wanted to get my lap. I wanted to do fast boy things. I wanted to drive fast.
Yeah, and honestly, my heart was broken for her when the truck stopped running because she was flying. I mean, we would have done good. We were making up time. We had actually got ahead of the other competitor, and we were doing great until the truck finally gave it up. So
gave up the ghost.
We're definitely going to go back out there so Fawn can finish that lap, and then the teardown will begin on the 2K50 truck.
Yes, and it's going straight. We're looking probably about either the end of August, beginning of September. It is going, and it is getting
It's going to get a cage. Full cage.
Yes. We are going to work with OC Cage Works on that one. If you haven't seen his work, go check him out on Instagram. He does beautiful things.
Yeah, well, if you guys watch our channel, we have 2 beautiful girls, and with mom and dad both in the same race truck, we need to make sure that we have the safety as our top priority. We heaven forbid something happens, we want to make sure we're protected.
Yeah, and we kind of realized during the 2K50 that we needed to beef things up. Like that little truck, it floated. Don't get me wrong. That thing floated over the whoops and everything like that. It did amazing for what it had on it already. Yeah. And we could see the potential in it, but we could also see the danger behind it. So
and what it has on it is 520,000 miles and almost stock suspension. Some new shocks we put on for the race. It does have an aftermarket upper control arm. I don't know what brand it is, but it was put on years and years ago.
Yeah.
So it's nothing new, nothing modern. That truck's pretty clapped out, but it did what it needed to do.
Yeah, it definitely did. So we're probably looking at new suspension, cage. Were you thinking about upgrading the engine, or are we going to stick to the classics?
We're considering doing some engine stuff. I don't know what we're going to do yet. As of right now, I think I'm going to keep the 22R for a little while and just run that because, it doesn't have a lot of power, but if we get it to handle good, it won't matter if it doesn't have a lot of power. I was looking into some possible swaps. The 1UZ Lexus V8 looks like a pretty good option.
Guys, let us know. Comment down below. Let us know what you think. Should we keep it classic or should we swap it?
Yeah, it kind of depends on how far the build ends up going.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we could put a moderate suspension system on it and make it handle pretty good. But if we were to go V8 and stuff, then now we're talking you're going to have to beef up the suspension a lot more because you're going to put in more weight. More power and everything. So
yeah. The truck already has race seats, but they've been sitting in the sun. They've been in the truck forever. So it's definitely going to get some new race seats in it. I'm old. My butt got sore during that race. I was a little beat up.
I'm going to have to drop them down a little bit because my head was literally touching the roof with the helmet on. So we're going to need a little more headroom in there.
Nate's a big guy for that little truck. He was definitely, there was some clinking going on up there. All right, guys. So another thing we would have changed for the race is definitely our filming. We know we had problems with it. This is our first time ever filming anything like this and actually not being able to film ourselves because we were in the truck. And even the camera in the truck was failing. It kept flopping forward no matter how tight we were tightening it. The camera on the
roof?
Yes. Thank you. The roof of the truck, the pin came out. I almost lost that GoPro during the race. And our chase truck, Samson, the 4x4 Foo, our other cameraman, they just couldn't keep up. They couldn't keep up with us. And we weren't expecting that. We really thought they were going to be like side by side with us.
We didn't expect that we were going to take a 520,000 mile, 20 plus year old, well, I guess 30 plus year old truck out there and be able to run away from, a pretty built Jeep or any of the chase trucks for that matter.
Yeah.
They were pretty well equipped, and we thought, but we weren't the only one because the ZJ also ran away from their chase truck. So and their chase truck was a Raptor. So I guess it was just the amount of punishment we were willing to put our rigs through that allowed us to just kind of walk away. But
so this next time around, we're definitely going to have to find someone either with a side-by-side or dirt bike with a helmet cam. We're definitely going to need someone to fly drone for us next time around. And I'm sad to say, I think we might have lost our whole team for the next race.
So we put together a great team. I mean, Samson, the 4x4, he helped us a ton.
Yeah.
Dirk, Bonsai Bear, I mean, it goes without saying, he kept the truck running. He did everything in his power to keep us on that track. And
our chase truck, Corey.
And Corey helping us with at a last minute change of chase trucks.
Yeah.
Everybody on the team did great,
and everybody had an amazing time.
Which therein lies the problem. Everyone on our team had so much fun that now they want to race. Yeah. So Dirk Bonsai Bear, he already started building another vehicle for the next one.
Yeah.
The 4x4 is trying to put together a team and find something for the next one as well. So we're going to be looking for some people.
If you want to be on the DirtRoadJourney team, let us know.
Yeah, you want to be part of the Dirty Bandits? Reach out, especially if you have some Toyota experience, because we could use it.
Yeah, we're gonna need a whole new team for the next race, and cameramen and drone men. Anybody who wants to sign up, I will take you.
Yeah, quad. If you have a quad or side by side or something like that, and we can strap a camera to it and have you follow us or meet us at different parts in the track, that would be awesome because that would allow us to get footage that we're not going to get from a normal vehicle.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative. I will put some clips right now here at the end, but guys, that's going to be it. That's what we're planning and what we're going to do, and we're ready to race again.
Yeah, so when George announces the next one, Trail Militia, when he puts the next one up and it has a date and all that, I suggest you guys start looking for vehicles because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it was a blast.
We can't wait to do it again.
And always, huge thank you to George from Trail Militia for putting that race together. Everybody had an amazing time, and I'm pretty sure the next one's going to be way bigger than this last one.
Oh, that's guaranteed.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. Well, you know the drill. We're tired, hungry, and dirty, and that's going to be the end of this Dirt Road Journey. All right. Bye guys.